Hello. Today we will finish the sketching techniques in NX. We will go through revolving and extrusion. We will go through some of the geometric constraints that can be applied to our elements in the drawing window, and we will go through some of the features that can be added to your solid body, different types of holes, and blend, edge blend, chamfer, and so on. In general, it is a good practice to fully constrain your geometry, and fully constrain means that the geometry of your sketch needs to be definite. So the size and shape is definite. So when you're drawing, a gray dimension is attached to your element, which is added automatically. These are driven dimensions, and they have no control on your geometry. They can be changed as you work on your sketch. But when you add the dimensions intentionally or by using the rapid dimensioning tool from the ribbon, those dimensions are in blue, and they are driving dimensions. They control the geometry of your sketch. And X doesn't allow over constraint, so when the dimensions are more than necessary, the dimensions will turn to red, and you need to convert one or more dimensions you need to convert them to reference before continuing your sketch. So that being said, I will start the first exercise. If you go to, if you open an NX file, go to New, I would set the units as millimeters, the environment as model, and here you can type your section, your initials, and number 1 as the first exercise. Here you can set the location of saving your file. I will select desktop, and here press OK, and click on OK, and you are directed to the drawing window. And here, if you click on sketch from the ribbon, you can select this XZ as your datum plane and press OK. Now I'm going to draw this shape as profile is selected by default. I would draw this, and then I would add the dimensions. Press escape after the sketch is finished. Now, the dimensions are not very important. If you get this this shape, that should be fine. The only constraint that I'm going to add here is that I would select this line as its press escape to make profile unactive, then select this line, and this constraint will pop up here, and I want these two lines to be parallel, so I would select this one, and it will make these two lines parallel. So everything else is fine with this sketch. I can also make this line and this line equal size, so I would select this equal length from these constraints. Now they're equal. Or another constraint that I can add is that I would select this midpoint here and the midpoint of the top line, and here I would select this vertical alignment. Now I think the sketch is finished. I can go to finish here. Now I want to revolve this sketch, so click on revolve. The sketch is selected here. For the vector that I want the revolving happen around it, I would select x-axis. For the angle, for the start angle, I would select 0. For the end angle, I would select 360. And then here it's asking to specify the point. So I would select the origin here. And now if I apply and close this dialog box, I would have this wheel here. If I rotate it, you can see that this wheel can easily be created here. So from here, if I go to Part Navigator and double click on Revolve, I can set my angle as 300 and press OK. And this time we would have a partial wheel here. Now save this part and then open another file. This one, units as millimeters, modeling environment, and here type your section, your initials, and exercise 2. As I said, you don't need to save these files. The only files that you need to save are the lab assignments. So here I would select OK, click on Sketch, select the XZ plane as your datum plane, press OK. Now I'm going to add a rectangle from the origin of the coordinate system, 50 for the width and 40 for the height. Click once more and click on Finish from the ribbon. Now I'm going to extrude this element. This extrude dialog box appears here. For the end value, I would select symmetric value. And for distance, 32.5. And here, as you can see, it will extrude this element for 32.5 millimeters from both sides. Now we'll leave everything else as it is and then apply and then cancel. Now we have this solid body that we're going to add some features. And now I'm going to show how you can create a cutout using extrusion. So click on Sketch, select this front face, and press OK. You're directed to this face. Here you can add a new sketch. I will start from here, select rectangle tool, sketching tool, and start from this side. Now for the width of this rectangle, I will type 38, enter, and for the height, that is 12, enter, click once more, and the rectangle is drawn here. Now press escape, and this time I'm going to modify this dimension. I would like this one to be 14. Enter, and close this dialog box. Now you can click on Finish from the ribbon, click on Extrude, and this time I would like to subtract this element because I want a cutout from my solid body. So click on subtract, where modify the direction of your vector, and here for the end value select through all and then apply. Click on cancel, and now you have this cutout on your solid body. Now I'm going to create another cutout. So click on sketch, select the top face, click on OK. Now I would select profile and start drawing this shape here. So for the length I would enter 8, enter 180 as angle, go upward. This dimension doesn't matter, so I would click once more here, once here. This length should be 40, enter, enter. Click once here, once here, once on this edge, and close the sketch. Press escape, and here I would like this line and this line to be equal length. I want this dimension to be 24, enter, close this dialog box, and also this should be 20, which is already 20, and everything else is fine. So I would go to finish, and now I have this element that I can start cutting out from my solid body. So this time for the end value select until next, and it will cut this element until the next surface. Now change the direction of your vector, and now press apply. Cancel. So you created another cutout from your solid body. Now I'm going to add an element to this solid body. So click on sketch, and this time select this top surface of this element here. Press OK. Now you can add a rectangle to this corner. For the width I would type 25, enter, and for the height 12, enter. Click once more, click on finish. Now you can extrude this one. For the Boolean command you can change it to unite, and here you can change the direction of your vector, and for end value you can select until extended. Now you need to select the bottom surface here and select it, and then apply. Close this dialog box, and this exercise is complete. There are 2 cutouts and 1 united element to this solid body. Save this one if you want, and again create a new file. This time type your section, your initials, number 3, Press OK. Again from sketch, select this XZ plane as your datum plane. Now, as profile is selected, start this sketch. I would first draw the sketch, and afterward I would add the dimensions. Press escape. You can zoom in to have a better view. And here, press escape to deactivate profile. Now you can change the dimensions. So for this one, I would type 66, enter, close this dialog box. You can move the dimension. Here for this one, I would change it to 50, enter, close this dialog box. Double click on this one. Here I want 38, enter, close this dialog box. For this one, 50, enter, close this dialog box. So this one I don't need it, so I would right click on this and delete it. This dimension, double click on that and type 12, enter, close this dialog box. Double click here, and this one should be 54, enter, close it. And I'm going to also make this length as 12, so you can go to rapid dimension and select this one as the first object and this corner as the second object, and this dimension line will attach here. Click once more, and now you can modify the length as 12, enter, and close this dialog box. So you can locate these dimensions. You can also click on all of them and hide them. Right click here and hide. Now the sketch is complete. You can go to finish from the ribbon. This time I'm going to extrude this sketch for 64 millimeters. Press apply and cancel. Now I'm going to add a hole on this side of the solid body. So click on hole. In this dialog box, set don't change in general hole, and here for the form I would select countersunk. You can see we have countersunk hole, we have counter bore hole, simple hole, tapered hole. So from this list I would select countersunk. For the C-sink diameter I would select 24. For C-sink angle I would select 82, and for hole diameter 20. Now Now you need to specify the point of the hole. So I would select this side, and once you select it, you will be directed to this plane for completing your dimensions. So close this dialog box, which is asking to add another point. I don't want to add another point, so I would close this dialog box, and now I can modify the dimensions. So for this one, double click on this, and I want it to be 32. Close this dialog box. And this dimension, I want it to be 31. Enter and close it. So the location is good. Now I'm going to finish the hole. For limit, no, limit is fine. So here, for Boolean, select subtract and then apply, and then close this dialog box. Now you can see that this hole is created here. I'm going to add another hole. This time I would select simple hole. I would select this top surface. Now here I can modify the dimensions, close this dialog box, double click on this dimension, and this one I want it to be 32, enter, close this, double click on this dimension, and I want it to be 33, enter, close the dialog box. Press finish from the ribbon, and for the hole diameter I would select 20 and then apply. Now I would select this face, and I'm going to add 2 more holes to this face. If you click once more, it will add the second point here. Now close this dialog box and start rapid dimensioning. Click on rapid dimension, select this point as your first object and this point as your second object. Click once more, and now you can modify this dimension as 30, enter. Now I want this dimension to be 15, enter. Close this dialog box. Now I want this point and this point to be aligned. The other dimension that I want here, I go to rapid dimensioning, select this point, and this one needs to be 15 millimeters, enter. Close the dialog box and finish. When you apply and close this one, you can see that different holes are added to my solid body. Now if you click on this Z coordinates axis, then type 90 for the angle. Here if you type 90, enter, you can change your view. Now I'm going to add chamfers. So click on chamfer. I want asymmetric chamfer for distance 1 type 10, and for distance 2 type 20, and then select this edge and this edge. Then apply. And so cancel this one and let me zoom in. And so for chamfer, select asymmetric, 10 for the first and 20 for the second distance, and then select one of these edges, then select this edge, and here change the, reverse the direction. So it will reverse for both of them. So I would do separately, select chamfer, asymmetric chamfer 10 and 20, select this edge, apply, and now select this edge, reverse the direction, apply, and cancel. Now I'm going to edge blend. So click on edge blend, and now from the this toolbar here, you need to select activate this icon which says allow selection of hidden wireframe. So this is already activated. Now I'm going to select the edges, select this edge here, this edge here, and this edge, and for the radius type 8, enter, and then cancel this dialog box. So it didn't apply, so I would select edge blend, now this icon is active, select this one, this edge, and this edge here, type 8 for the radius, and then apply. These edges are blended. Now I'm going to add another edge blend, so this time select this edge, this outer edge, and this outer edge here, and for radius type 20, enter. Press apply and close this dialog box. Now I'm going to add 2 more chamfers here. Go to chamfer, make a symmetric chamfer with a distance of 5, and then select this edge, apply, as well as this edge here, apply, cancel, and now the shape is complete. So that's it for this session, and I would hope that you got something to learn from this session. Thank you.